Oops, my bad, Katie. I totally forgot and left you at that rest area back there.
Hannah, don't tell me you've left without me. I told you that I was just going to use the restroom. Where are you? How could you just drive off without me?
Oh, I just totally forgot that you were with me. Whoopsie. I'm actually already on my way to the airport, so I won't be turning around to pick you up. It's a shame that you're not going to be able to come on vacation to Hawaii with us. You're just going to have to walk home from there.
So you're telling me that you've just abandoned us? We're in a rest area in the middle of nowhere.
Sorry, honey, but it's not my fault, okay? It's you and your daughter's fault for not getting back to the car in time.
You're just being ridiculous now. We were just using the restroom. Surely you could have waited an extra few minutes for us. I know that you did this on purpose. Would you please just come back and pick us up?
You're asking me to do the impossible now. I'm on the highway, I told you. There's no way for me to turn back on this road, okay? I also can't leave the rest of our mom friends waiting at the airport. That'd be so rude.
And it's not rude of you to leave me and my daughter stranded here? Please find a way to come back. We're not going to be able to make the flight if you don't.
Oh, I'm sorry, but it looks like my phone signal is weak.
Stop it. I know you're lying. You're on a highway, so there's no way you'd be losing signal. Also, are you messaging me while driving?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, look! I've just arrived at the airport.
No, you've already arrived. You can't be there already.
Not at all. I just arrived on time.
So that must mean you took off as soon as we got out the car at the rest area. This was all planned out, wasn't it? Oh my God.
Hey now, don't accuse me of something I didn't do. Those are your words, not mine. I never intentionally left you, okay? You were just too slow to get in the car and I forgot.
I'm gonna call a taxi and head straight to the airport. Could you tell everyone else to wait up for us?
There's no point in doing that. I've already canceled your flight tickets and received a refund. I'm just gonna keep the money because I can't be bothered to return it to you.
How could you have canceled it already? Surely they wouldn't let you do that without me being there. You didn't even ask me if it would be okay. I can't help but to think that this was your plan all along, Hannah.
Hey, I told you to stop accusing me like that. Oh, crap. I've accidentally brought your luggage with me to the airport.
Oh my God, I totally forgot that I left them inside your car. Please come and give them back to us.
Oh, looks like you only have $1,000 in cash in here.
Are you looking inside my purse? Stop that, that's not yours. Are you crazy, Hannah?
I was just looking inside to check if this purse was really yours. It looks like you have 2 credit cards and 1 debit card. Not bad, I guess.
Why did you need to check if it was my bag? You knew it was my bag. Stop looking through my stuff and just wait there. I'm gonna get to the airport soon.
Nope, can't do that. I've already checked it and I'm waiting at the departure terminal with the rest of our mom friends.
The flight doesn't leave till later in the afternoon. I thought the plan was to have lunch together at the airport before checking in.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Did you hit your head or something? You've got the itinerary completely wrong. The flight leaves at 10:15 a.m. We would have missed the flight if we had lunch at the airport.
What? Oh my God, how did I get the wrong flight times?
I'm just gonna leave your things in one of the lockers at the airport. You're just gonna have to find out which one it is by yourself. Anyway, I've got a flight to catch. See ya.
Which locker? Tell me the number.
It's somewhere in the airport. Have fun with the search. That could be something fun for you and Anna, right?
Stop messing with me. There's no need for this. At least tell me where my stuff is. Oh my God, are you seriously gonna ignore me now? You really are unbelievable, Hannah. Hannah! Hey there, my name is Katie and I'm 36 and I live with my husband Mark and our daughter Anna. I am currently in a pretty dire situation, as you can see. I was meant to go on vacation to Hawaii with my mom friends today. The woman I was messaging earlier is Hannah, and she's one of them. Although I'm not too sure if I should be calling her a friend, she's always in the center of some kind of drama. I really didn't think that she'd abandon me and Anna at a rest area in the middle of nowhere like she did. I really had no idea what to do. I told Anna that we wouldn't be able to go to Hawaii, and she started to break down and cry. She was looking forward to this vacation for a long time. All I could do was to hug her and try to calm her down. I called a taxi right away and headed towards the airport to try to retrieve my luggage at least. I checked all the lockers in the airport but didn't have any luck in finding my things. I left a couple messages on Hannah's phone and waited at the airport for her reply, but I would have never imagined for this to have happened next.
I had my phone on flight mode, so I didn't receive any of your messages. My bad.
Would you just hurry up and tell me where my things are? Which locker did you put it in?
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that. Let me see. I think I left it somewhere in the South Terminal, maybe?
Oh, what a coincidence. I was just heading over to that terminal. I'll go and take a look. Hannah, my luggage. I can't find it anywhere in this terminal. Just tell me where it is. I really want to go back home after this terrible day.
That's strange. I swear I left it in one of the open lockers. Oh my, I think I made a huge mistake. Oops. I accidentally took the keys with me. I have it right here with me.
You're kidding, right? I've just spent the past couple of hours looking through all the empty lockers across the airport for nothing.
Stop being so angry towards me. I was doing you a favor by keeping your things safe. I didn't want anything to get stolen after all.
How could you? My purse is inside that bag. I need money to get back home.
Well, there's nothing that I can do about it now. I'll be back in 2 days, so you can wait till then.
There's no way I'm waiting 2 entire days at the airport. Would you just tell me where the rest of my things are? Which locker did you put them in? I'm sure the airport staff will open it for me once we explain the situation.
Stop getting ahead of yourself, Katie. I don't have time to waste. All our mom friends are waiting for me. We're on vacation in Hawaii. I'm not going to waste my precious time on someone like you.
None of this would be happening if you didn't abandon me at the rest area, and if you didn't lock my things in a random locker at the airport. You need to help me get out of this huge mess.
So you're trying to blame this all on me. What a joke. It's your fault that you didn't get back to my car in time.
I know that you had no intention of taking me to the airport in the first place. You left as soon as we got out of the car.
I really don't appreciate you accusing me like this again. I even locked up your things so you wouldn't lose them. I did this all for you. You should be thanking me for being so kind.
I am far from grateful for you, you witch. You did this all deliberately. I know you did.
My God, Katie, I'm just lost for words. You really need to have more faith in other people. You're gonna get depressed if you keep going at this rate. You want me to introduce you to a mental well-being hospital?
There's no need for that. Oh my God. What? Did you just use my debit card?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just got a notification on my phone telling me that my card was being used. It definitely wasn't me that used it, so it must be you. You stole my purse and took it with you to Hawaii.
How can you be so sure that it was me? It could be your husband using it.
Aloha Burgers sounds like a restaurant in Hawaii, does it not?
Okay, fine. Maybe it was me that used it. I had no other choice because I forgot my purse at home.
Enough with the lies and excuses. How did you even manage to use it without knowing the PIN code?
I was a little worried about that too. Fortunately, I was able to use it with just a signature.
So now you forged my signature as well? Why are you doing this to me, Hannah? Don't you dare use my debit card again. Oh my God, you have my credit cards too, don't you?
Who knows?
What is with that weird reply? Just tell me if you have it or not. I'm gonna check if my cards have been used on the app.
Oh, I gotta get going now. I have lots of sightseeing to do today. I'm really busy.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. You've maxed out both of my credit cards.
Oops. I was hoping to keep this a secret from you.
This is no joke. What you're doing is a crime, Hannah. A crime? How did you forge my signature again?
I tried using the same PIN number that you used to unlock your phone. I can't believe that you used the same PIN code for everything. How dumb is that? This should be a lesson for you so that you can make sure to use different passwords and PIN codes on your devices.
How did you even know my passcode to my phone?
Remember we were sitting next to each other at lunch the other day? I looked over your shoulder and saw it. Simple.
You did what? You're disgusting.
Looks like time's up. I gotta get going on my sightseeing tour now. Make sure that you guys get back home safely.
Wait, hold on. Don't you dare leave right now. I'm not done with you yet.
I can't believe how persistent you were being. It was kind of scary receiving all those messages and calls from you. I felt like I was being stalked. I wasn't able to enjoy Hawaii that much thanks to you.
It's your fault for ignoring me after what you did.
I thought that you'd be waiting for us at the arrival lobby. Where are you?
I'm at the airport waiting for you. Hurry up and get my things out of the locker, Hannah.
I don't want to pay to get your stuff out of the locker. It's your things, so you should be the one paying for it. Come and bring some money if you want your stuff.
That's it. I've had enough with your rotten attitude. I'm gonna get the police to deal with the rest of this. You can explain what's happening to them yourself.
What did you just say? The police? Why would you call them? There's no reason to get them involved, okay?
Actually, there are plenty of reasons to get the police involved. First of all, you stole my purse and refused to return it. You stole my debit and credit cards and maxed them out. Second of all, you deliberately abandoned me and my daughter on the highway, which is abuse.
So what? We're friends, right? There's absolutely no need to make this such a big deal. You're making a mountain out of a molehill.
It doesn't matter if we're friends or not. What you did is unacceptable regardless of who you did it to. And don't call me a friend. We are not friends.
Oh, why are you making this such a huge deal? Are you on your period or something? Stop being so angry.
Don't even bother making up excuses. I've had enough of you. I've got enough proof to get you arrested. You need to make up for your crimes behind bars.
What? You're serious about this?
Yeah, I'm 100% serious. I wouldn't joke about something this serious.
Okay, I admit that I might have gone a little too far, Hannah. I'll apologize, so please don't call the police. I'll even pay the money to get your luggage out the locker. How's that sound?
I am not changing my mind about this. The police are already on their way. And I'm also going to make you pay back all the money that you used from my cards.
About that, I don't think I'm going to be able to pay you back immediately.
Is that because you got kicked out of the house by your husband?
How do you know about that? I never told anyone about it.
I just happened to bump into your husband at the police station when I went to report you.
Oh, what a coincidence.
I had no idea that your husband was a police officer.
Yeah, he kind of is.
The reason that you guys are in a massive argument is because you've been shoplifting. Isn't that right now?
That is just a false accusation. I accidentally walked out the grocery store without paying for some of the things. It was innocent. I'm innocent. It's something that can happen to anyone.
I don't believe a word you say. I heard that it happened over 10 times. You must be really forgetful.
I can't believe that he told you about that as well. It's private information.
Also, I know that you're a shoplifter. I know it's not some false accusation. I've seen you steal a bunch of items.
Wait, what?
I'm a part-time worker at the store you usually go to, and I was the one who reported you to the store manager and caught you. I just didn't confront you about it because I didn't want you to know where I worked.
So, you knew about this all along.
Anyway, enough about you shoplifting. You need to explain why you stole my cards and my things.
Okay, I didn't have any money, okay? But I still wanted to go on vacation to Hawaii.
So that's the reason why you left me behind at the rest area and stole my things?
I thought that you'd be the perfect target because your family seems to be pretty rich. I also managed to find out your PIN code and things, so, you know.
Why did you want to go to Hawaii so badly? Surely you should have saved up and went with your own money. Tell me the truth.
Okay, fine, I'll tell you. I met a guy on Tinder and he's from Hawaii. He asked me to come and visit him.
You can't be serious. You did all this for a random man that you met online? I thought that you were with our mom friends.
Yeah, I was during the day. I slipped out at night and had a great time in bed with him. Oh my god, I'm so in love with him, Katie. You don't understand. I still can't forget the night I spent with him.
Wow, you just love shooting yourself in the foot, don't you? You just admitted that you cheated on your husband.
Hold on, what? Oh, you better not tell my husband about any of this.
Actually, it's too late for that. He already knows because he's right next to me reading all these text messages.
You tricked me!
I didn't trick you into doing anything. You just admitted everything by yourself.
Well, I don't care if he finds out. We were planning on getting a divorce anyway.
Actually, he was planning on forgiving you for the shoplifting. He was gonna let you back into his house.
What? Is that really true? Could you please tell him that I want to move back in there? I've only cheated on him once.
He's shaking his head sideways. It looks like that's not gonna happen. The police are on their way to arrest you. You just wait there now, okay?
Oh my god, they're coming here as well? Can't it just be him coming to pick me up?
He only came to the airport to pick up his son. You're getting arrested, so he'd be left completely alone otherwise.
But why am I getting arrested? Oh my god, how did my life end up like this?
It's all a result of your actions. You completely deserve being punished for what you did.
I'm begging you to stop. I really regret what I did to you. Please stop the police and tell them we'll fix the problem between ourselves.
It's way too late for that. You better not think about running away. It's just gonna make the situation even worse for you.
I'm definitely not gonna get caught. I'll run if that's the only option I have left. What do I need to do to make you forgive me?
I have no intention of ever forgiving you.
Why are you being so difficult? Please, I'll literally do anything.
What you've done can't be erased. You committed a crime and need to be punished for it.
I just can't be arrested. I've already had multiple warnings and fines for shoplifting. This time they're really gonna lock me up.
Yeah, I imagine that's gonna be the case. You're probably gonna be spending a decent amount of time behind bars this time.
So, you know that and you're still going through with this? Do you know how dangerous prison can be for a woman like me? Please help me and get me out of this situation.
Hell no. This was the first time I saw someone get arrested right in front of me. What a scene that was. Hannah was sentenced to a year in prison for theft and fraud. Her husband decided to divorce her the very next day and took full custody of their son. I also demanded that she pay me back all the money she stole from my credit and debit cards. She had no savings, so had to borrow money from the bank to pay me back. It looks like she's going to be in a lot of debt as soon as she gets out of prison. She also has no house to go back to once she gets out, so her future looks really bleak right now. After things had calmed down a little, ironically, I took my daughter Anna and her family friends on a vacation to Hawaii. Anna looked like she was having the time of her life, and I'm really glad that I managed to put a smile back on her face after what had happened. I'm glad that my daughter's okay and that the bad guy is being punished. That's the way it should be. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Liv, you won't believe what happened today.
What is it? Did you finally win that contest you were entering?
Not quite, but it's huge. Remember that investment firm you told me about? The one with the awesome returns?
Yes, of course. Did something happen with them? They wouldn't send unsolicited investment offers, would they?
No, I invested through them like you said. And today I got a thank you package.
Oh, that's nice. Was it chocolates or something? A swag bag?
Way better. Tickets to that crazy fancy French place downtown. The Michelin-rated one.
No way! Are you serious? That's incredible! I can't believe it actually worked.
They even included vouchers to cover the meal. This is going to be amazing!
Wow. I knew those guys had a good reputation, but this is next level. You lucky duck.
I owe it all to you. If you hadn't told me about them, this wouldn't have happened. What do you say? Special occasion fancy dinner?
Absolutely. Let's do it. I'll even find a new dress. This deserves a celebration.
You're the best. I'm so excited. This is going to be so good.
Okay, Remy, spill the beans. What's this restaurant called? We need to start the excitement early.
It's called L'Étoile d'Argent. Super fancy name, right? It means the Silver Star.
Ooh la la! You're making me blush already. That does sound posh. Have you looked them up online? There's probably tons of hype.
Yep, I did a deep dive. Their website is gorgeous. Wait till you see the photos of the food. Like tiny works of art.
I'm picturing it now. Those colorful swirls, foams on plates you could use as a mirror. You know the type. I bet we'll need a dictionary to understand the menu.
Ha! Maybe even Google Translate. I saw one dish description with the word jus. What the heck is a jus?
I think it's some kind of fancy sauce reduction. Remember that cooking show we used to watch? They were always going on about their jus.
So basically, I'm paying a fortune to eat fancy gravy. Well, at least it'll be the most sophisticated gravy ever.
We need to brush up on our French pronunciation. We wouldn't want to insult the waiter. Garçon! Un hamburger, s'il vous plaît!
I'm pretty sure they won't have hamburgers, babe. More like pigeon stuffed with truffles or something equally bizarre.
Pigeon. My favorite. Seriously, though. Did they have any menu options online? Don't leave me in suspense.
Relax, they had a sample menu. Looks like they change it seasonally. Lots of seafood, which is great. I saw something about lobster.
Oh, lobster thermidor! My weakness! Imagine the creamy sauce, the tender lobster. It'll melt in your mouth. Let's hope that's on the menu.
That sounds delicious. But also, I have my eye on this one with scallops. And some kind of exotic mushroom cream sauce.
Now you're talking. Mushrooms are one of the few gourmet things I truly adore. I could eat them with anything.
We should probably decide soon, right? I'm assuming we can't spend an hour poring over the menu while everyone else is waiting to eat.
The pressure is on. I suppose we should be practical. Splitting things might be the best way to try more than one dish.
Good plan. I bet they have those fancy tasting menus too. But that feels like overkill. And probably double our bill.
Let's live a little. But yes, maybe not bankrupt ourselves on one meal. Sharing sounds perfect. Maybe even a nice bottle of wine to go with it.
We deserve to splurge. They'll definitely have a wine list longer than a novel. I'll leave that selection to you. You're the connoisseur here. Remy, how'd you do it? I just saw it all over Instagram. How were you able to afford a restaurant like that? I had the average wait time on the reservation list is over 2 months. Don't tell me you won the lottery. That was fast. I just posted it 5 minutes ago. It wasn't a lottery, but it was still luck. Do you remember my wife, Olivia? Well, she works for an investment firm and she helped me invest my extra income into one of the stocks she was keeping her eye on. I was able to purchase a large amount of the stock before it went to the moon. They recently distributed their dividends and you wouldn't believe the complimentary gifts we received. One of the complimentary gifts we received was free dinner tickets for 2 at that 3-star Michelin-rated French restaurant. I was just as shocked. I couldn't believe how lucky we were. Really, it was luck, but Olivia really believed in the company, so I have her to thank for this sudden windfall. So, you mean to say that you have multiple free dinners there? Just how many do you have? We didn't receive very many, but we did get some. OMG, I'm so jealous. I can't believe they gave you multiples. Just out of curiosity, but you don't by any chance still have some, do you? I'm so sorry. We used the last of them the other day. After taking my parents and grandparents out, there weren't many left. Why didn't you send me any? You know how much I love fine dining. It's not fair to keep it all to yourself. I'm sorry, but it's as I said. It was thanks to my wife that we were able to get our hands on them. Why don't you ask your wife? You both make enough money. Why don't you just take her with you and split the bill? No way. I couldn't ask her. It's simply too expensive. Even if I did, my wife isn't exactly the type to enjoy fine dining restaurants. She's the practical type. As long as it's edible, she'll eat anything. Well, that's unfortunate. I think going out to eat with family is always enjoyable. She is your wife, after all. It's fine. There's no point in going if we don't have one of those tickets. I guess I'll just have to watch from the outside and watch people enjoy the food on Instagram. I couldn't give you any even if I wanted to. My wife wouldn't be very happy about giving away the tickets. Come on. Even just one would be enough. I don't need to bring my wife. I wouldn't mind going alone. Can you please stop? I've already told you I can't. What do I need to tell you in order for you to understand? Okay, you don't need to get your panties in a bunch. Even I know when to give up. I didn't think it would be such a big deal, okay? I'll drop it so you don't need to be so defensive. If you understand, then it's fine. I'll let it go as well. I like you as my friend, and I hope we can keep it that way. Great. Our friendship is better than all this bickering. Are you still free to get a few beers this Friday? Yes, of course. I saved the date for you. I'll see you at the bar then. Wow, Remy. I can't believe you are acting all high and mighty. You were lying this whole time, weren't you? Lying? What exactly was I lying about? I don't recall lying about anything with you. It looks like you still haven't noticed, have you? What on earth are you talking about? If you haven't figured it out yet, then I can't tell you. Okay. You're acting a little odd today, Alex. Anyways, do you remember when we were talking the other day? When we went out for drinks, you were telling me about the 3-star Michelin French restaurant you went to, right? Yes, I do remember. You wanted to know more about the food that I had there. Yes, exactly. Do you remember what food you had? What would you recommend? Oh yes, I can tell you about it. The food there was simply divine. The terrine and beef stew were particularly delectable. Those are a few of the things I ate, but no matter what you eat there, it'll all be delicious. Oh, that's great to know. I've never had a terrine before. But I know beef stew. It sounds like a safe bet to order. Order? Wait, Alex, are you by any chance also going to that restaurant? Yes, I'm so excited. You don't know how much I've wanted to eat here, especially after you went there yourself. I happened to be in the same area and decided to drop by, and wouldn't you know it, they had a sudden cancellation. I was able to get a table for later this month, just now. I really have to thank you, Remy. It's all thanks to you. I would have never imagined coming here if it wasn't for you. I don't remember doing anything in particular to help you, but you're welcome. You've been acting awfully strange recently. Alex, are you hiding anything from me? I didn't do anything. There's nothing at all. I'm just overjoyed right now. I've always wanted to be like those rich celebrities eating at fine dining restaurants whenever they please. It's just intoxicating. If you say so, but you haven't been the same since I first told you about going to that restaurant. Even at the bar, you couldn't stop smiling. I guess I couldn't help it. I'm not the type that can hide their emotions. It just so happens that I had an incredible turn of luck that day. That sounds great. What happened? Oh, you know, it's when something incredible happens and it changes everything. I can't go into detail about it, however. I'm sure you'll figure it out soon. It has a lot to do with you. I think you'll be shocked once you find out. You know what? I'll give you a little hint. That'll make this even more enjoyable. Here it goes. It's something that you had before. Maybe a few special items you might have. Something that I have. Why would that be good for you? I'm confused, Alex. How exactly are they connected to your good fortune? I don't really get it. Well, if you don't get it now, maybe you should think about it. As I said before, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Possibly sooner rather than later. Oh, looks like I have to go. I'm a little busy right now. But I wanted to surprise you. I'm so looking forward to eating at that restaurant. Hey, Remy. It's me again. I just wanted to let you know that I'm at the French restaurant now. You know, I couldn't share it with my wife, so I hope you don't mind. Everything is amazing. There are foods I've never heard about or seen before. The experience has really opened my eyes. Regular French restaurants can't even hold a candle to any of this food. The food is just so uniquely intriguing. I don't know how to explain it, but the food feels like it's drawing you in. On top of that, it was all for free. There's no better feeling than that, am I right? Are you talking about the 3-star Michelin French restaurant we were talking about the other day? The one that I had a free dinner to? Yes, that's the one. I knew you'd catch on quickly, Remy. Wow. I didn't believe it when you said you got a reservation. I didn't think you'd actually go. So, you're at the restaurant now? Are you actually texting me while you're eating? Yes, I am. I'm happy to hear you're enjoying the food there, but don't you think you should be enjoying the whole experience more? There's no need to tell me while you're eating. You can enjoy the food and tell me about it afterward. After all, it's a bit of a waste, don't you think? That's true. But I couldn't hold myself back. I had to give you my thanks again. It's all thanks to you. Thanks to me? I've only told you about my experience there. Were my recommendations that good? Well, it's great that the food is amazing. But more than that, I'm eating here for free. Can you believe it? So I wanted to tell you to thank you. You're welcome, I guess. I ordered the terrine you mentioned before. I don't see the appeal. It wasn't very good in my opinion anyways. Yeah, you know, everyone has their own taste. Sorry, the stew was amazing though. I couldn't believe how tender and juicy the meat was. It was practically melting in my mouth. It was so good I ended up ordering another serving. Well, I'm glad you found one of the dishes to be good. Who are you with? Were you able to convince your wife to go with you? No, not Rebecca. I told you before, but she'd never come to a place like this. Let's just say I'm with some friends. Oh, it's nice having dinner with friends, too. I hope they enjoy the food as much as you do. Well, the food was good, but the wine! Ugh, the wine is simply to die for. It's great not having to worry about how much they cost. I ordered 3 bottles of their most expensive wine. They're all imports from France, too. I've never had anything so delicious in my life. Wait, 3 bottles? They're hundreds of dollars, aren't they? Are you going to be okay ordering so many expensive wines? That kind of money is nothing to sneeze at. I said it's fine. It's not like I'm paying for any of this anyways. It's all free. That's the best part. I got a hold of those free dinner services. You know what they say. Everything tastes better when it's free. How in the world did you get them? Have you finally figured it out? It took you long enough. I wondered how long I would have to keep dropping hints before you finally caught on. I was beginning to get tired of it. So thank you again. It's thanks to your tickets that I was able to eat at such an extravagant restaurant. Did you even notice that they were missing? You were being such a cheapskate when you had so many. I just had to take a couple. I swiped them from your wallet when we met up the other day. It's not fair of you to hog all the good luck to yourself. After gorging myself on all this delicious food and wine, I'm hoping to use your tickets to pay for the meal. Ha! The joke is on you. Go ahead and try to use them. See what happens. They've already been used. You're lying. Why would you hold on to them if they've already been used? I'm telling you, they're trash. Since you can't use them, of course they're worthless. So if you could just go ahead and throw them away for me, that'd be great. But Alex, I can't believe you would try and steal from me. I had a feeling it was you, but I didn't want to believe it. You're my friend. If you're going around stealing other people's things, you're nothing but a common thief. Hey, this isn't funny. You can't be serious. What do you mean they're already used? Why don't you take a look at the back of the tickets for me real quick, hon? It's printed right there. You see the date stamped, right? Well, those are the dates where they've been used. They stamp them and give them back. Some people like to hold on to the tickets as a memento, I guess. OMG. The stamps are there. Right on the back. These are the tickets you used 2 weeks ago, aren't they? I can't believe I didn't notice. I thought they were still unused. There wasn't any point in stealing these worthless pieces of paper. It's karma, Alex. Everything eventually comes back around. This is what you deserve for trying to steal them in the first place. Then what am I going to do about this bill? If I can't use these tickets, then that means we have to pay for everything ourselves. That's right. You'll have to pay every single cent. You don't have the right to complain. I warned you before. I was out of tickets, but you couldn't take no for an answer. We can't pay the bill. Do you even know how much everything costs? It's over $1,000. We don't have that kind of money. How are we going to get out of this? It doesn't even matter. First of all, you shouldn't have spent that much money. The tickets say a free dinner, but there's a limit to what you can spend. It would have been fine if we went over just a little bit, but we weren't expecting to pay the entire bill by ourselves. I couldn't help it. It's not every day I get the chance to eat at an expensive restaurant like this. It's not like I can afford it on my salary. I became a little too excited. After all, it was supposed to be free. Who could resist? Ha, so you wanted to splurge at the expense of someone else. We've been friends for a while, but I never thought you to be the type. I'm simply stunned at how brazen you are about this whole affair. It sounds like you knew your tickets were missing this entire time. I bet you've been mocking me this entire time. You knew, but you wanted to make a fool of me. I didn't know it was you. I had no proof, but I did have my suspicions. You were asking all about the tickets at the bar the other day. I thought I had already explained them to you, but you were acting as if you were going to use them yourself. It was odd, since you said you and Rebecca can't afford it. I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, but after I went home that day, I checked my bag as usual. Wouldn't you know that the tickets were no longer in my wallet? I rarely misplace my things, so I was 99% sure it was you. Even though they were missing, I had already used the tickets. So whoever stole them wouldn't get any use out of them anyways. It was my own little revenge. Rude. You knew you were setting me up from the beginning. Why wouldn't you say something? I don't think that's how this works. First of all, they were stolen from me. Even if I have my suspicions, I didn't know for sure it was you until now. There's also the fact that I don't have any responsibility to tell you if my own things were stolen. You were the one who decided to steal my things. You were the one who went off to spend my tickets. You were the one who got yourself into this mess in the first place. We're friends, aren't we? If you realized my mistake, you should have told me. It's over $1,000. We don't have that kind of money. Friends? I don't see any friends anywhere. I don't think someone that would steal another friend's things is my friend. In fact, you're nothing but a thief. Who cares about that? It's not even a big deal. They were just tickets that you got for free. It's not like you paid for them. I came all this way and ordered all this food because I thought it'd be free. I usually don't eat this much, but given the circumstances, I had to make the best use of what was supposed to be a free meal. I can't just tell everyone I can't pay the bill. I was the one who invited them. I don't know what I'm going to do. You've made your own bed, so now it's time to lay in it. If you're going to go so far as to steal, then you better be prepared for the consequences. Luckily, it's not even worth going to the police over. Think of the restaurant bill as your just desserts. It's over $1,000. We don't have that kind of money. I'm sorry for stealing your things. It was wrong of me. I shouldn't have done it. So please, just help me pay this bill, won't you? I didn't bring enough money, so I'm desperate here. Well, if you didn't bring enough money, why don't you use your credit card? I'm pretty sure that restaurant allows you to pay with a card or Apple Pay. I do have my credit card, but it's Rebecca's. Then it's simple. Just explain the situation to her and I'm sure she'll understand. She's your wife after all. I told you I can't do that. If I pay with her card, then she'll know I splurged over something trivial. I can't. I just can't. Then I don't think there's much else I can do. I've already given you the best advice, but you refuse to acknowledge your own mistakes. What about your friends? You said you went together with them, right? Why didn't you ask them for help? I can't do that either. They only agreed to come tonight because I said I would treat them. If I tell them I can't pay for the meal, then our relationship will be ruined. I really can't ask her to pay for the meal. That's just unreasonable. Her? You're with another woman right now? When you said you were with a friend, I assumed it was with the boys. She's a friend from work. There's nothing between us. She's just a friend, nothing more. No. I think that's a little too convenient, don't you think? You're together with a woman who's not your wife at a high-class French restaurant. I don't know how it sounds to you, but most people would think that's a little suspicious. I'm sure Rebecca would have something to say about it. Look, it has nothing to do with you. What friends I have dinner or lunch with is none of your business. I can go out with whoever I want. So just butt out of it, okay? We're talking about the bill right now, not who I'm with right now. Fine. I just want you to be aware of your own situation. It's not like I'm friends with your wife or anything. I won't say another word or ask any more questions. Great. So that means you'll help me out, right? You can come and give me the money. I said I wouldn't pry into your personal affairs anymore. I don't remember saying anything of the sort. This is your mess. Don't try to get me wrapped up in all of this. I don't even consider you my friend anymore. So goodbye. Good luck getting out of this one. Wait, come back. You can't just leave me out to dry like this. Hey! How could this happen? Remy, I don't know what to do. Because of that incident at that French restaurant, Rebecca left. That went from 1 to 100 pretty quickly. What ended up happening with the restaurant bill? You said all you had on you was Rebecca's credit card, right? Yeah, that's right. I had no other choice but to use her credit card. Apparently, she signed up for notifications by her bank whenever there's a purchase over several $100s. After that, she rushed over to the restaurant to see why she was charged such a ridiculous amount. Even without the notification from the bank, you would have been found out eventually. She checks her monthly credit card statements, doesn't she? That's not the important part here, Remy. Isn't that what this was all about? You had to pay for that restaurant bill you splurged on. Don't you remember? I told you I was with a female friend at the restaurant, didn't I? Yes, I do vaguely remember you telling me so. That's what I'm talking about. When my wife came to the restaurant, she saw I was with another woman eating dinner. I tried to explain the situation to her, but she just wouldn't drop it. After going back home, she looked up everything. She checked the bank accounts and the computer history and even looked through my phone. She found out I'd been going out with that female friend on a regular basis. So, you were having an affair, Alex. I told you it's not an affair! There was never any physical touch. We kept things professional. But the thing is, she's a sugar baby of sorts. I assume that's why you couldn't ask her to pay for the meal the other day, huh? Exactly. I'm not proud of it, but I've been using our living expenses to pay for her. Rebecca found out and she was furious. We got into this huge fight. If I'm not careful, we might end up getting a divorce. Oh my gosh, Alex. You can't be serious. How could you spend your family's living expenses? That only complicates things even further. If it was only the affair, maybe you and Rebecca could have worked things out. But as it stands now, you might be past the point of no return. It couldn't be helped. You know I have a soft spot for younger women. Rebecca is a great wife and mother, but she's older now. Every time I look at her thinning hair, I feel so dejected. Add to that, raising Ryan is tiring too. I just needed a little pick-me-up. I needed someone to give me attention. We never did anything physical. She would just accompany me out to dinners and things like shopping. Why did you have to use your family's living expenses? You should have just used your own money to fool around with. That money was for your family. How have you been raising Ryan this whole time? I'm not sure you will receive any reprieve from your wife. Hey, I didn't ask for a lecture, okay? Who made you the morality police anyways? This is all your fault in the first place. If it wasn't for you, I would have never been in this position to begin with. This is all you're doing. You invited this trouble onto yourself. You set yourself up to be in this situation. It was just a ticking time bomb ready to go off. The tickets just happened to be the spark that lit the fuse. You shouldn't have put those used tickets back in your wallet. Who does that anyways? Normally you just throw them away or give them to the restaurant. I bet you set this all up. You've been plotting against me, haven't you? I bet you thought you were really clever. You must be laughing behind my back. Now, why would I even do that? I had nothing against you. What do I have to gain from putting you through all of this? I didn't want to be the one to bring it up, but there have been rumors about you for a while now. You haven't lifted anything else from a few of the other guys, have you? What are you trying to blame me for now? I did no such thing. As I said, there have been talks going around recently. A few of the other dads have noticed that things have gone missing. Money and a few bits have gone missing here and there. The guys have been growing suspicious. So just because I took a few tickets, now I'm some kind of kleptomaniac. I was only tempted because they were tickets for that high-class restaurant. If it was anything else, I would have never stolen them. Well, can you blame me? You are the most capable of pilfering, as we've seen. Besides me, a few of the other guys found things missing from their bags after we last met up. That doesn't mean that I'm the one who stole them. How would I have been able to steal from all of you? That's ridiculous. And besides, there's no proof that I stole anything else. You can't just go around throwing accusations at people like this, Remy. I was simply asking. I'm trying to look out for you. I knew it. I knew you didn't have any proof. We don't have any proof right now, but if any evidence comes up, things won't end well for you. You know how vindictive the guys can be. Without any proof, there's nothing any of you can do. Are you out of your mind? Here, I thought you were being sensible for once. You're going to threaten to sue me over calling you a thief when in fact you stole those tickets from me? You can't be serious. You were never the brightest tool in the shed, but this is a whole different level of idiocy. You tried to entrap me. You put me in this situation with those tickets you used as bait. My life is a mess right now because of you. You can't even imagine the stress I'm going through right now. A few $1,000s is nothing compared to all the damage you've done to my life. But by the off chance you do find any proof, I'm willing to back off if you keep quiet about everything. If we find any proof, we'll work things out like adults. We'll bring our findings to the authorities and they'll handle it. You might even find yourself in jail, you know. Go ahead and try me. There's no proof, just like you said. Without any proof, you've got no case against me, and without any case against me, I won't be going to jail or facing any charges. Fine. If you want to play ball, we'll play. I'll do a little digging and see what I find. Help yourself. Don't break your back searching every nook and cranny out there. I'll give you guys a week. I bet you won't find a single shred of evidence. Hey, Rebecca. How are you?
Oh, Remy? I'm fine, thanks. It's nice to hear from you. I don't think we've spoken since that barbecue last summer. How are you? How are the kids?
They're great, thanks. How's little Ryan doing?
Oh, he's fantastic. He's been really into soccer lately. I think he might become a pro.
That's great.
Is everything okay? Is there any reason you're getting in touch with me all of a sudden?
Actually, there is something. It's about Alex.
Oh. You must have heard from him then, I suppose. About me taking Ryan back to my parents' place?
Yeah, I did. I'm really sorry about all of this.
Don't be. It's not your fault. He's just not the man I thought he was.
You can say that again. There's actually more things that I think you should know.
Oh, God. There's more?
I'm afraid so. You know how you caught Alex in that fancy French restaurant with a younger woman?
Yes? Don't remind me.
You must have been wondering why he went there in the first place, since he obviously didn't have enough money and had to use your card.
I was actually wondering about that.
Well, the truth is, he thought he had a free coupon to eat there. I told him about some that I received recently, and he tried to steal them from my wallet. Luckily, they were already used, so he couldn't actually use them.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. He's such an idiot. This is so embarrassing.
It's not your fault. You have nothing to apologize for. We're both victims of his. Anyway, you know me. Alex and some of the other dads sometimes meet for drinks.
Yes?
Well, a lot of us have often noticed things missing from our bags. And since I know for sure it was Alex who stole my used tickets, it's seeming pretty likely that he's behind all of these disappearances.
Oh my God. I can't believe he'd do things like this. This isn't who I thought I was marrying.
I know. It must be quite a shock. But if you wouldn't mind, could you maybe help me out with proving this theory?
Sure, I'd be happy to help. What would you like me to do?
Well, the guy sent through a list of things they've been missing. Some of them are really quite expensive. Greg's even missing his Rolex. Anyway, I'll send you through the list, and could you maybe just look around the house and see if you can find any of the missing items? You still have a key to the house, right?
Yes, of course. And I'd be more than happy to look around for you. I'll let you know if I find any of the things. But this is all really just such a shock. I knew he was selfish and stupid, but to be a thief, too. I really can't believe it.
I know, it's a lot to take in. And I understand if you don't feel comfortable going back to your old family home to do this.
No, it's fine. Don't worry, I can do it. If he's really doing this, then it's important to bring him to justice. It's not fair if you and your other friends don't get your things back. Or at the very least don't get compensated if he sold things.
Thanks, Rebecca. I knew I could count on you. Well, Alex. It seems the jig is up. You were the culprit after all. Jig? Who are you, Sherlock Holmes? What did you find? Oh, so you haven't heard from Rebecca yet, have you? What are you talking about? Rebecca hasn't said anything since our last fight and she left the house. You don't remember all that fuss about the guys and our missing things? You were the one behind it, weren't you? There's no denying it. How many times do I have to tell you? It wasn't me. And I think you forgot that you had no proof against me. Unless... That's right. Why would I bother messaging you if I didn't have any proof? What did you find? I mean, I bet you're just trying to set me up for a false confession. There's no hiding it. I spoke with Rebecca and she helped me find the proof I needed. Rebecca? Did you drag her into this whole mess? Leave her out of this. It's too late now. I told her the truth about the dinner the other day. Not only did you rack up $1,000 bill, but you meant to keep it a secret because you had my tickets you thought you could use. I also didn't forget to tell her you stole those straight from my wallet. Not only me, but a few of the other guys compiled a list of missing things. We handed the list over to Rebecca and asked her to do a little search around the house for them. Lo and behold, she found all sorts of things that didn't belong to you. The list was quite extensive, and she found almost every single item. When did Rebecca come back? It is both of your houses, for now. She went back while you were out. The only time I would have been gone would be at night. At night? Don't tell me while your wife was away you were going out with that young girl. What I do in my free time is my business. Don't act all high and mighty. You have no right to judge me. When you told me you were on the verge of a divorce, I thought you'd take responsibility and do the right thing. Instead, you continue down this destructive path. If you think about it, if I don't enjoy myself now, I won't be able to once I get to divorce, right? I'm sure Rebecca will bleed me dry in the divorce. Not to mention child support. I won't have the extra money to spend. I'm thinking ahead. I want to spread my wings and enjoy myself while I still can. I can't believe you, Alex. It's just one thing after another with you. I've completely misjudged your character. You should go to the hospital. I think something is wrong with you. Normal people don't act this way. That's no way to talk to a friend. A friend? I think we burned that bridge a while ago. I hate to break it to you, but I no longer consider us friends. Wait, really? I thought we had a special bond. We're both fathers. You should understand what I'm going through. A criminal like you? You have no qualms about stealing from others. I already told you, I don't need any friends like that. I'm not a criminal. I haven't been arrested, have I? My record is clean. You might not have been jailed or charged with anything, but the truth is you've stolen from me and the other guys. Am I mistaken? You're stealing and you have the gall to act like you're innocent. It was just a few trinkets here and there. There was never anything really valuable that I took, right? Our friendship should go deeper than this little rift between us. Besides, that's what friends are for, right? We help each other when we're in need. I just borrowed what I needed. Borrowed? When were you planning on giving us back our things? If those tickets weren't expired, how were you going to return those? Yes, us guys stick together and help each other when we're in need. But we ask each other first. You didn't talk to us, and you certainly didn't get our permission to take our things. I was going to return them. Eventually. Eventually? When was that going to be? I wasn't going to borrow them for that long. I would have returned them as soon as I finished using them. If you really were only borrowing our things, you would have asked for permission in the first place. That's the minimum level of decency, isn't it? That's such a hassle to ask every time. I'm sure you and the other guys would have grown tired of me asking over and over. It was just easier this way. I had no intention of stealing. I'm no thief. All I hear are excuses. I doubt you would have said anything if we had never caught on to your stealing. In any case, I've already reported you to the authorities. I think you should prepare yourself. Hey, that's going too far. Why would you report me? You don't remember? You told me I could go ahead and call the cops if I found evidence of your theft. As an upstanding adult, I can't just overlook this. I reported you, just as anyone else would. You keep messing up my life. Do you know how much more trouble you've caused? What's going to happen if they come by the house to question me? What will Rebecca think? There's no way she'd stand by and just let them take me. I guess I'm not the only one who can't read people. I already talked with her when she found the proof of your crimes. She gave me her blessing. Rebecca did? She said you need to face the consequences of your actions. If you're arrested and taken to jail, then those are the penalties you'll need to face. They can't arrest me. I'm the father of her child. What's she going to do without me? She's already made preparations in case that were to happen. I'm not sure if you heard or not, but Rebecca is planning to get a divorce. Tell me you're lying. Don't joke with me. Please tell me it's not true. Unfortunately, it's the truth. As your former friend, I'll at least give you fair warning about what's to come your way. You can speak with your wife yourself. Well, after you've been arrested, that is. I can't go to jail. If I get divorced, how am I going to live? You can't do this. I'll give everything I've stolen back as if I'd never taken anything. Hurry up and call the police to cancel your report. It's too late. There's nothing I can do to help you. I gave you ample opportunities to do the right thing, but you failed. It's time to face the music. My life will be ruined, Remy. Do you really want that on your conscience? If I get arrested, even my parents will find out about what I've been doing. I just can't get arrested. Not like this. I won't be able to enjoy myself anymore. And what about my sugar baby? It's like you said, once you're divorced, you won't have the time or money for a sugar baby. This is the end, Alex. It's over. You just don't understand. She's my life. She's the only one who has given me joy this last year. If I can't see her, then there's no point in living anymore. She's my life. You've really sunk low. She's playing you and you've fallen for it hook, line, and sinker. Instead of that sugar baby of yours, you should focus on your wife and your son. It's better if the two of you never meet again. I can't give her up. But I don't want to get a divorce either. How long are you going to spew that selfish nonsense? If you really meant what you said about not wanting to get a divorce, you'd change your way of life and get rid of that sugar baby. Yet you're prioritizing her over your family. She's not more important than them. I love my family. They're my treasure, but she's just as important as them. They're all equal. How can she be just as important to you as your own family? Your own flesh and blood? You know you're paying for her to give you attention, right? Any normal person would have chosen their family if it came between the two. Your moral compass is definitely out of balance. Everyone has their own values and their own perspectives. You can't judge everyone based on those ridiculous standards. This is how I see the world. You should respect my opinions and feelings as a person. There's no point in this. We keep talking in circles and I'm not getting through to you, no matter how much I try. I'll put it as bluntly as possible, so that no matter your opinion or perspective, you'll understand. For your wife and son, and for the sake of your marriage, you need to stop. Otherwise, I'll have to advise Rebecca that she's better off divorcing you. Why are you even telling her to divorce me? Are you conspiring against me? Truth be told, Rebecca is out of the house right now. Rebecca is with you right now. Has she been reading our conversation this entire time? Yes. She felt bad about all the trouble you've been causing and wanted to apologize to me. Face to face. Why didn't you tell me she was there? Have you two been conspiring against me? That's it, isn't it? We're doing nothing of the sort. Your lies have made you delusional. Although she has been reading our conversation. You snitch. You've been telling her every detail about this, haven't you? That's how she knew. I didn't mean what I said earlier. That's it. Of course, the most important thing in my life is my family. I love them more than anything else in the world. So please, Rebecca, don't follow through with the divorce. I love you. We can move past this. It's far too late now. After everything you said, I don't think she'll trust your words anymore. Then, you tell her, Remy. Tell her not to divorce me. You have to. I don't have to do anything. You've done this all to yourself. If you had just given up your sugar baby and really tried to save this marriage, Rebecca would have taken you back. Please, tell her. She'll trust you if it's you. I'm begging you. I'll forever be in your favor. You can trust me. I don't need anything like that. Your promises are worthless if you can't keep them. Besides, I'll be satisfied just fine once you face your punishment. That's a reward that money can't buy. You can't, Remy! How could you still think about turning me in after I've bared everything to you? I'm practically groveling on the floor right now. Practically, but not quite. The other guys have just filed a report with the cops. It seems like all that's left is to wait. OMG. I'm sure the cops will be on their way shortly. Don't make this a bigger scene than it needs to be. Just go along quietly and cooperate. It'll be easier that way. Someone like me can't go to jail. They're like animals in there. They'll tear me apart. Please, Remy, I mean it. I'll do anything to make it up to you and the guys. It's too late, I said. I wasn't the one to file the report in the first place. All your pleading and begging won't do you any good. I can't go and retract it. If you have something to say, you should tell them yourself. Then, what if you tell them for me? If you tell them that I'll give them everything back and more, I know they'll understand. I've already tried messaging them, but they haven't read any of the messages I've sent. They've all been left on unread. It looks like that side has already made up their minds. After everything you've done, it's not surprising that they would block you. Everyone was furious when they discovered you were the culprit. You betrayed our trust and our friendship. I don't know to what extent you stole from everyone, but once the cops become involved, everything will come to light. What am I going to do? Remy! Goodbye, Alex. I wish I could say it was nice knowing you, but I'd be lying. You know what they say, karma always comes back around. Remy, oh man, you got to help me. This is a total misunderstanding, I swear. What is it this time, Alex? And what makes you think I'd want to help you? That watch. Greg's pressing charges, cops are involved, the whole 9 yards. It ain't looking good, buddy. So, let me get this straight. After everything with your sugar baby, stealing from me and the others, you still think you can leech some cash out of me? Come on, man, don't be like this. We're friends. I just need bail money, that's all. Friend? Is that what you call someone you steal from? Someone you lie to and try to manipulate? Bro, look, I messed up. I'll admit that. I was desperate. Those tickets put me in a bad place. I warned you, Alex, but you wouldn't listen. Greed doesn't suddenly disappear after it kicks your ass. You learned nothing. You gotta bail me out, please! They're gonna throw me in jail with the real criminals. I won't make it out of there in one piece, I swear. You got yourself into this mess. Figure it out yourself. My sympathy ran out months ago. Listen, that investment you made. You said it was doing great, right? Just a couple thousand. I'll pay you back. Plus interest. My investment doesn't exist to fund your criminal habits. I'm surprised you don't see the irony in that. Oh, suddenly you're on your high horse. I thought we were buddies. Help me out here. For old time's sake. The only old time I remember is the one where I should have reported you the first time you stole from me. Enjoy your new accommodations. Screw you, Remy. You're gonna regret this. Remy? Remy, you there? I said I'll pay you back triple! Remy! After this whole ordeal, Greg did end up pressing charges, and a lot of us testified on his behalf, since Alex really had been stealing from us for years. Since he had never been caught, he got more and more brave, which led to him stealing such an expensive watch, and those dinner tickets, and even trying to rub it in my face. He really thought he was untouchable after getting away with his crimes for so long. His wife also did end up divorcing him, and getting full custody of their kids. She seems to be doing a lot better without him, though, which is great. Their son still plays with ours, so I'm glad that relationship is still intact. The rest of us guys are happy to be able to go out for drinks without worrying about our things being stolen anymore. And we've all become even better friends now that the culprit has been found and charged. For a while, things were awkward, since no one knew who was doing the stealing. And we'll all be a lot more careful about who we invite to hang out from now on, too.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.